All right, everybody. Today we're at the U.S. Aircraft Expo in Hayward, California. It's a little windy out here today, but we've got a bunch of aircraft manufacturers, products, and a bunch of new stuff to show everybody. So we're going to walk over and see who we can get to first. This is Jet Token. Jet Token is a fractional ownership program for Honda Jets. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Erin Lear.
Erin Lear. You must be related to Bill Lear.
That's correct. That's my grandfather.
All right, Bill Lear's grandfather, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you take that? Tell us
Granddaughter.
A little about granddaughter, pardon. Bill's your grandfather.
It's okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, tell us
Yeah.
about Token.
Jet Token. We are here selling fractional ownerships for Honda Jet. Jet Token, we have 3 different programs. We have the fractional ownership card, and can we start over?
No, this is live. You're live streaming on YouTube.
Oh my God, we're live.
One shot at it.
Okay.
It's okay.
So we have actually the 25-hour card, a 10-day card, and also a fractional ownership program. That is probably one of our most interesting programs because it provides a lot of opportunity. It's like all the hard costs are rolled into one. Very.
What's it cost? Is it monthly, annually? How do you get that?
There's no monthly fees. We cost $1.25 per fractional share, and there's 5 per airplane. We just acquired 4 brand new planes, and we're really excited to roll this out.
So it's exclusively Honda Jet.
Correct.
Are you billing hourly on top of the monthly buy-in, or how does that work?
No. Like all the hard costs, all that stuff is all rolled into one.
And how long is that good for, that 1.25?
There's a 60-month contract on there. And we
what?
offer a GRV at the end. So that's basically saying we guarantee that the plane's going to be worth X amount of dollars at the end of the term, which is kind of like gold, because it would be like if you were to walk into an auto dealership, and the salesman says, hey, we're going to guarantee that your car is going to be worth amount X. And there she blows.
Look at that. It's like a weather reporter. Wow.
Well, I'm so glad we got that on camera.
Take this back. Wow, guys. Look at that. The whole thing just blew right over our heads. And bent. Oof. That one's bent. All right. That was a showstopper, Erin. Welcome to Live Show Network. Thanks for being with us today. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Take care. All right, we're going to get out of this until... Let's take a look at that real quick. Jet Token. Keenan conveniently disappeared. And they're holding it down over here, guys. This is Flying Eyes.
It's a hang glider.
Right. Dump the spoilers. Wow. All right. It's a little windy out here, to say the least. Let's take a look. Whoa, more things are flying. All right. Never a dull moment.
Excuse me. What are you filming?
You're live on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
What's your name?
My name's Sienna.
Sienna, are you a distributor or an exhibitor right here? What are you doing?
I'm just here with my dad. I've been dragged along to see if we could look at all these airplanes and see what's up.
All right. Well, it's called Live Show Network. Check it out when you get home. It'll be streamed live.
I'm not allowed to watch YouTube.
Oh, tell your dad he can watch.
Oh, yay.
It's all clean. It's all G-rated.
I mean, if I'm on YouTube right now, my dad has to let me see it.
Live Show Network. Check it out.
I will. Thanks.
Good to meet you, Sienna. See ya. All right, here's Cessna, ladies and gentlemen. This looks like a Stationair. Hi, sir. How are you? Let's take a quick look with this. Wow, look at that. All glass, ladies and gentlemen. Garmin's up front. 6-passenger capacity. That's a Stationair HD. Fixed gear. All right, let's take a look. I think this is the only thing Cessna has out here today. Let's ask this gentleman. Hello, sir. You with Cessna? All right, and Beechcraft. Can you tell us what you have out here today?
Yeah, we have a Cessna T206.
T206, so it's a turbo stationaire?
Correct. Yeah, so the engine, we have Lycoming TIO 540. So 6-cylinder, 310 horsepower, turbocharged.
Very nice. What's it cruise at?
About 145. Max cruise would be 160 if you take it up into the flight levels.
And all glass in the cockpit. What are you guys running out there? Garmin's?
Yeah, all glass, Garmin G1000 NXI.
Very nice. So what's that retail at?
So we're about $795. The way this one is equipped, we're a little bit over $800, but $795 is base price.
Very nice. You guys bring anything else out to the show?
This is all we got for today.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Jephthah. Jephthah.
Jephthah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Steve. You're live on Live Show Network.
All right. Yeah, glad to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, Jephthah. Take care. All right, guys. Stationaires, the turbo. Let's take a look. I think what we're looking at here is Diamond. And Diamond likes composite aircraft, super lightweight, but holds 4 passengers. And they went to what is this called? The NG. So it's Jet A instead of Avgas, which is pretty cool. Let's take a quick look inside, see what that looks like now. Yeah, glass cockpits, got your traditional instruments in it still. Looks pretty comfortable back there. It's a DA-40. Again, Diamond aircraft. Let's take a look and see if we can see what it looks like from the back. Yeah, a little bit of room in the back. Very nice. You got a stick. Very nice. Don't know if they brought their twins out. Diamond had a couple of twins also that are very popular. Let's take a quick look over here and see. They've got Diamond Share, another way to participate with fractional shares of Diamond aircraft. Very nice, very nice. Let's take a look over here. This is a Cirrus. This looks like the newest version of a SR-22. It's a 22T GTS. Looks like the mats are blowing out of this as well. Full glass cockpit, all Garmin's. Wow, they went to a digital backup attitude indicator there, as you can see in the middle. Keyboard for all data entry. Carbon fiber everywhere. Looks super plush. There's the back seats. Enough space for 4 in there. It's got the ballistic recovery system on the roof. Gull wing doors. It's got very fancy paint on this. Looks like it's got the TKS weeping wing. Known ice on the wing surfaces. Very nice. Okay. And it looks like they brought out the Cirrus jet today also. Let's take a look quickly at the Cirrus jet. Very slick. Single engine. These are actual boots. De-ice boots. Painted to blend in. The G2 version of the Cirrus jet. .320 knot cruise. Sounds like. Single engine jet. How you doing, sir?
Good.
You're with Cirrus?
I am.
You're live streaming on YouTube, if that's okay.
Awesome.
All right. Can you tell me a little about the Cirrus jet?
Yeah, definitely. This is the Cirrus Vision Jet. This one was brand new. It's rolled off the factory line in July. This is one of the last G2s that we made, and this is now just about 2 weeks ago, right before the EAA Oshkosh Air Venture Show, we announced the G2 Plus, and it's absolutely so cool. There's a lot of fun things to do. I personally got to fly this from Chicago out here to Hayward, and it was an incredible trip. We left around 3 in the afternoon, and then flew to Denver. Picked up one of our team members. We got some Chipotle and some dinner. Love that. And then we stopped in Monterey. So we went from Denver to Monterey, and then came over here. So it was just an amazing trip. And these things are unbelievably fun to fly. They're so simple. Actually, the best seat in the house is in the back seat here. So there's so many cool things. Meant to be really simple. So when I was flying out, I ended up going up to 31,000 feet and doing about 320 knots. And your speed will vary up at altitude depending on the temperature. So you can get anywhere from 305 knots to 320. And all that. So up at altitude, we were burning about 60 gallons of fuel that day. Depending on the temperature that day or the day that you're flying, it'll be 50 to 62 gallons up at altitude, so that you're burning.
You got known ice?
Yeah, so we got known icing on here. So this uses a boot system. So this is inflatable boot, unlike the SRs, which have a weeping wing, which is both airplanes are flight into known icing certified. But it's really amazing. If you look at this, a lot of people come up and ask, wow, the boot matches the wing color. And this actually is made out of very special material, and it's a silver color, which actually has a kind of a component that's built in that is meant to help shed or prevent ice accretion. And then once ice does build up and it starts to build, you can use the boot system. So you literally look out on the wing, make a decision, hey, am I picking up ice? Yes or no, and if the answer is yes, you just turn on the boots or the anti-ice system, and that system is either on or off. So the boots will expand and crack off the ice, and and it will kind of cycle through the tail and the top part of the wing and the bottom part of the wing. So really meant to be very, very simple that way. You either have ice or you don't. If it's a yes, turn on the system until you're out of work with air traffic control to get out of the conditions. So
how many passengers?
This will hold up to 7 people. So I personally live in Chicago, and we've got a customer that flies out of Chicago, and they've got their kids, their grandkids on board, plus a dog. So I'd like to say that there's 8 souls on board, 7 people and 1 dog, and they'll take a trip from Chicago to Nashville very regularly, and that's about the range with that a fully loaded airplane that you can go, but. If it's me and 2 others or 3 others, so 4 people from Chicago, I can get all the way out to New York City, down to Atlanta, Charleston, South Carolina, out to Denver, Colorado. So you can really stretch your legs and be extremely comfortable.
It's 1,000 miles with reserves.
Yeah, 1,000 miles with reserves is really what you're looking at from a comfort standpoint and your reach with a typical payload.
And this is full glass, I'm assuming? You got Garmin on the
Yeah, once you go inside there, and you'll be able to check this out, it is a super clean cockpit. There's very few switches on there, and a lot of people who fly these, they come from our SR line. So this airplane was designed with a lot of intention to be very, very easy to get to build up and move into this. So it's even simpler to fly because this has a FADEC and engine computer. You don't have a key with an ignition anymore, so you literally, there's a button to turn on the airplane and turn on the engine and turn it off. The computer takes control of that whole start process and shutdown. And one of the fun things that I had to personally go through was type training back in May, and it was an amazing experience. It was, the transition time between the two was really great. So Monday through Friday, the first week of my training, was all ground school, learning how to make decisions in the airplane based on the systems if things malfunctioned. And then the next week, I had the weekend off, and Monday through Wednesday, I was in the flight simulator taking what I learned, and then I took my check ride, and it was awesome.
What did you come out of it? Were you flying part of it?
I was flying one of our SR-22 turbos. So I work for Cirrus. I'm our sales director for Chicago and Illinois and Wisconsin, that area. And it's really fantastic when you go out and you learn, you have a lot of instinct. So there's a lot of intention when we were designing this airplane to make it easy, and you have the same muscle memory. The switches are in the same spot. And one thing that's kind of neat about the touch screens on the panel here, where you can see, you'll see there's 3 panels, or three touch screens from left to right. The one on the left, think of that as Aviate, Navigate, Communicate, in that order. So the one on the left, it controls all of your sensors for how to aviate. Your airplane, your PFD, your middle screen is for navigation. So you'll see a lot of stuff with your flight plan. And on the right hand, far right, that screen is your comms. So communicating using your transponder and all that. The same autopilot as in the SR. This has a full ballistic parachute system. Our safe return button, which is right up top here. And that is a full auto land. So a passenger can sit in the back, and if the pilot ends up having being incapacitated for some reason, a passenger literally can just push that button, and there's many things that happen. One, the airplane declares an emergency system. The auto land system is activated, and it declares an emergency with air traffic control. So the airplane will actually speak on the radio to air traffic control and declare an emergency. It will go into squawk the emergency code, and it will notify that the auto land system was enabled by a passenger. The next thing that happens is that the airplane looks at all the surrounding airports that are nearby, and what it does is it ranks them. It knows the weather there, the runway configuration, and there's a whole handful of different criteria that it looks at, and it ranks which airport would be the best airport to come in for a landing. Then what it does, it communicates after it's selected an airport that it's going to go to, communicates that to air traffic control and the passengers in the back. So all the screens up here go to normal non-pilot language. So it's plain English. It says we're going to land at San Jose Airport. We're going to be landing in 10 minutes. Air traffic control has acknowledged that we have an emergency. They know that we're coming here. And there's a little button on this panel that says, hey, if you want to speak to air traffic control, you can do that. If there's weather or there's terrain, the airplane knows exactly using the satellite system and its onboard terrain database where the mountains or any type of weather storms are. And it will work itself around any of that weather en route to the airport that it's landing at, and it will complete a full-blown automatic landing. On approach, landing, put the gear down, auto throttles will pull the power to idle and put the airplane into a flare. It will automatically brake and come to a complete stop on the runway. So it's unbelievable. It makes it a lot more approachable for passengers to be in here. And then even when you start looking at the interior in this is like unbelievable. It's like flying around in a home theater system when you're in there. So
What's the price?
the price, this airplane is an Air Vision Jet. The G2 Plus models with everything out the door is going to be about $3.5 million, and that's with your maintenance, all of your recurrent training that you have to do. Once a year, you've got to come back to Knoxville, Tennessee, and take a check ride to be current FAA mandated training, all of your maintenance, your engine programs, your servicing, your parts. That's all included. So in that $3.5 million mark, that's everything out the door in this configuration. So it's pretty cool. There's been so much excitement around this with the G2 Plus because we have now an extra engine modification on here that will literally reduce the takeoff rolls and performance out of airports that are really short runways, or specifically out here in California or on the western half of the United States where it's really hot in high density altitudes. This is really going to reduce the takeoff rolls and make a lot of airports way more accessible at all hours of the day and at all temperatures. So a lot of times you don't have to worry about now, carrying what you want out of the airport that you want to fly to. And the other thing is I'm super excited about is Wi-Fi. G2 Plus now has Wi-Fi is an option, and that's been a pretty exciting thing.
Very good.
For all that.
G2
This is the G2. This is one of the last G2 aircraft that we built. This came off the line just right at the end of June, early July, and now everything here going forward is G2 Plus. So it's going to be fantastic. There's been a lot of excitement around it where we've actually we've got firm orders, people with deposits down, and fully non-refundable orders all the way out through summer of 2023, and then we have a reservation line even beyond that that's still 5 years out. So there's a lot of excitement and demand for the airplane.
Very cool. What's your name?
I'm Al Waterloo. I work for Cirrus Aircraft. I'm our regional sales director in Chicago. I cover Illinois and Wisconsin, but soon you'll see me out here on the West Coast. Towards the end of the year, I'll be relocating out to SoCal and be flying a Vision Jet around here on the West Coast. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thank you so much. All right, go live show. Awesome. You can also see one thing here. I have a personal YouTube channel. You can find me on al.waterloo and on YouTube, and we've got a lot of Vision Jet videos and Cirrus content and everything. So check that out as well. Yeah.
Al, great to meet you. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it, sir. All right, Cirrus Vision Jet G2. Let's take a look at the venerable SR-22, again a T model GTS. So this is the latest iteration of the Cirrus SR-22, full glass cockpit as well. It's got the ballistic recovery system. This one's looking really slick. It's got known ice, the TKS sweeping wing system. It's got the integrated LEDs now too. Pretty amazing light package coming with these. Look at that door handle. Looks like they've redone that as well. Very nice. Excellent. All right, let's go take a look at, what is that? That looks like a brand new Cub. Wow. It's got the Tundra tires on it. It's an NX Cub, the Lycoming 393i. It's matte black. Looks pretty badass, guys. Let's take a look at the inside of this. This is definitely a Bush aircraft. It does have glass cockpit. It looks like you take this anywhere. These tires are pretty amazing on it. Let's go take a look over here. It's the Aviat Husky. Also a backwoods Bush aircraft. Super Tundra tires on it. Gotta watch your head around these flaps. Also got glass in the cockpit. It's very nice. Two-seater. That's what you're flying if you're going into the backcountry. All right, let's take a look. This looks like the TBM. Looks like the TBM 910. So it's the latest version of the, probably the fastest, I believe it's the fastest single-engine turboprop. There it is. PT6. Take a look at that. It's got a radar dome, port wing. Let's take a look. That's a TBM.
Yeah, Josh, he leased it from us. So yeah, dude, it would be nice to get a couple of these in there. Yeah.
Let's take a look in the back here.
Yeah, we had a piece of
You've got seating for 6. It looks like club in the back. Cockpit up front. Hey guys. Let's take a look. TBM. Let's see. We take a quick look in the cockpit. See what that looks like. Looks pretty comfortable. Single engine turboprop. How you doing, sir? You with TBM?
No.
You're with AVEX. want to tell me about this for a second?
Nah, I'm not that.
He's not going to tell us. No worries. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're live streaming on YouTube right now.
TBM 910, 330 knots.
Wait, we're getting some information, guys.
It's a TBM 910, 330 knots. It's got a G3000 on it. Flies about 5 hours. You can get about a 1,500 nautical mile range.
Is this still the single fastest single turbo prop that there is?
It is. That's the claim. It's a great way to travel.
And you could put 4 in the back and 2 in the front.
Yes.
All right, thank you. They've made a few of these, right? They had to start with the 700, then it went up.
700s through the, I don't know what the exact serial numbers are, but then it became the 850 with the 850 horsepower engine. Then the 900s came out with some advanced avionics, more advanced. That's just a delineation of the type of avionics in it. And the 900s all came with the 5-bladed prop you can see on the front there. Gives it a little different look than the 4-bladed prop.
Hard sell, is that composite? Looks composite. Ah, that's a nice prop. Very nice. All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, TBM. Let's go take a look at Icon. This is a, let's call it amphibious because it's got gear as well as a hull. So I believe you can land this on the water. This is the Icon A5. Let's see if one of these gentlemen understands. Let's take a quick look.
There's a digital thousands in the little window. Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
We're live streaming on YouTube. This is the Icon?
This is the Icon A5, the light sport amphibious aircraft, which is built for adventure, fun, and weekend travel. Yeah.
So you can land this on the water, take it off the water, take it off on a runway?
Yep, either or, both. Absolutely, very versatile. Wings fold up. You can put it on a trailer, take it down the road.
And it's got a Rotax?
Rotax 912 IS, well, 100 horsepower motor.
So what will it cruise at?
Cruises about 90 knots. It's definitely a low and slow machine, but an absolutely fun, enjoyable machine for sure.
And you can fly this with a sport license, or do you need an actual pilot's license?
Correct, a sport pilot's license.
Amazing. What's it priced at?
The MSRP is $359,000 for the Garmin 796 package, and the G3X Autopilot is $384,000.
Okay. And how long is the wait?
The wait's about 6 months.
Okay, very nice. Appreciate the time. What's your name?
My name is Noah.
Noah from Icon, guys. This is the A5 amphibious aircraft. We'll call it that. It's got gear and a hull in the light sport category. Very cool. Let's take a look around. It's got a pusher prop in the back on that Rotax 912. Interesting. All right, we've seen Cessna. We've seen Icon. I think we've pretty much seen this show. Let me see if there's anything else we've missed here. We've got the Cub. If you guys like this coverage, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Let us know that you're out there. We're going to bring you more coverage from shows all around the country. Everything from air adventures to air expos, boat shows, aircraft shows, anything that takes you outside in a vehicle. So appreciate your tuning in. And we're going to sign off now from Live Show Network, Hayward, California.